Now, as for the other big races of the night, in the race for U.S. House District 16, Vern Buchanan, the incumbent, beat Jan Schneider with 60% of the vote. And here's what he had to say about the night.
Democrats and Republicans, we come together to make a difference because people, this is about a change election. They're tired of the way things have run. They want a new course.
Now, as for the Florida Senate, Marco Rubio won with 52% of the vote. Rubio got in the race late but had big name recognition. He ran against Patrick Murphy, a congressman who trailed in most polls leading up to Election Day.
I hope that we as a people here in Florida, I hope we will set the example in this great state that while we can disagree on issues, we cannot share a country where people hate each other because of their political affiliations. We cannot move forward as a nation if we cannot have enlightened debates about tough issues.
Just a few moments ago, I had a chance to speak to Senator Rubio, congratulated him. No. Look, I had a chance to congratulate him and wish him luck in what he's going to do, because at the end of the day, it is an honor to serve the people of Florida in the United States Senate.
Now, Florida voters rejected Amendment 1. It only got 51% of the vote. The utility-backed measure to limit rooftop solar expansion needed 60% to pass. Voters approved Amendment 2 to expand medical marijuana in Florida, with 71% saying yes to this. The amendment calls for legalizing medical marijuana for individuals with specific debilitating diseases or conditions as determined by a licensed state physician. In the U.S. House District 13 race, Democrat Charlie Crist won with 52% of the vote, beating the incumbent David Jolly. Jolly was a U.S. Senate candidate before Rubio jumped back in the race. Former Governor Crist was trying to get back into public office after losing a Senate race in 2010 and the governor's race to Rick Scott in 2014. He's been a Republican, independent, and again is now a Democrat. As for the U.S. House District 17, it went to Republican Tom Rooney, the incumbent, with 62% of the vote. That district covers southern half of Sarasota County, also Charlotte. Rooney beat Democrat April Freeman. Moving on to the state Senate, let's start with the race for District 23. Republican Greg Stubbe defeated first-time candidate Frank Alcock with 58% of the vote. Alcock, a new college political science professor, was hoping to appeal to GOP moderates. In State House District 73, heavy favorite Republican Joe Gruters won with 65% of the vote, beating James T. Golden.
Obviously, Sarasota County, our margin for Trump was 26,000 votes. That's 11,000 votes more than we voted for Mitt Romney and 26,000 votes more than we did for McCain. So obviously a huge night, not only for Donald Trump, but every Republican on the ballot.
In State House District 72, Republican Alex Miller won with 58% of the vote, beating Edward James III. James raised a lot of money but was hurt by scandal. A woman claimed James sexually assaulted her at the Ritz-Carlton in June. No charges were ever filed. In State House District 74, this race went to the incumbent Republican Julio Gonzalez with 63% of the vote. He beat Manny Lopez. Gonzalez was the heavy favorite. He's an orthopedic surgeon in Venice. As for State Senate District 19, Democrat Darrell Roussan won with 67% of the vote over John Howman. In the State Senate District 30 race, Democrat Bobby Powell Jr. won with 54% of the vote. This district extends across the state into Palm Beach County and covers part of Charlotte County. And as for State House District 70, which covers parts of Sarasota, Manatee, Pinellas, and Hillsborough counties, Democrat Wenge Newton won with 76% of the vote, beating Republican Corey Fournier.